Welcome, crypto fam, to number one daily Bitcoin pod. In today's show, I'll be sharing the latest technical analysis as well as big breaking news. Tesla announced owning over $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. The primary shareholders of Tesla are Elon. We also have Vanguard and BlackRock as the whales continue accumulating at unprecedented numbers, stacking the biddy. Also, breaking news, Metaplanet to raise $4 billion in yen to buy more Bitcoin. That's the Japanese version of MicroStrategy. Also, Prince Philip of Serbia says nation states are secretly adopting strategic Bitcoin reserves. Also, Michael Saylor just purchased a fresh 7,633 of the biddy for $742 million days after the firm just rebranded from MicroStrategy last week. Strategy B has already acquired 32,340 Bitcoin thus far this year, and we're barely even in February. Also be discussing El Salvador continues buying Bitcoin despite the IMF pressure. That's right. As well as Bitcoin's role as a reserve asset gains traction in U.S. as states adopt. I think we're now up to 29 United States who are adopting Bitcoin. And speaking of that, also Bitcoin OG sees 700,000 price, calling it the Valhalla cycle, and we're in it. Also breaking news, Florida bill proposes investing up to 10% of the state funds into Bitcoin, which could mean a purchase of $1.5 billion. And more breaking news just in before I went live. North Carolina House Speaker Destin Hall introduces legislation to create a strategic Bitcoin reserve. All this plus so much more in today's show. Welcome everyone to the live stream. We're pumping back in the green, and good to have everyone here with us today. Shout out everyone in that live chat. Craziness, but I don't know. Maybe need to update my software, but I continuously get this black screen of death, so I'll be staring at my phone for the comments today as my screen is currently blank, but the show goes on. Let me know if you missed me yesterday. We had VIP day. We took the CNA fam out for a boat and snorkeling tour. Safe travels, everyone. I know Fax got back, and it was so cool actually finally meeting so many of the CNA fam. We'll discuss that later as well. I've been posting a lot of photos on X from the party, the fiesta here in Puerto Rico. Shout out Diana, shout out Fax, shout out Passive, shout out Don, shout out the rest of the fam. I'm going to start reading comments, but first a reminder, this is a try stream, so I'm streaming live on X, Rumble, and YouTube, and I will be streaming over the course of the next couple of hours. Market's back in the green. It's a beautiful thing. And if you guys can repost the stream, you guys are on it today. Holy moly, I just checked already 5 reposts. God bless you. Thank you guys. Well, it's officially pinned to the top of the profile. All comments and quotes will get reposted in real time. Shout out Mary, Idris, Julius, Crypto Smart, Captain Milo. You guys are the bomb diggity. I'm going to hit you with the theme music, and then I'll start reading the comments.
Oh my gosh, it's finally almost here. JV is going to talk to us. Crypto news is near. I can't stand waiting. There is no debating. I waited all day, maybe I need a life, but Bitcoin is all I can think about day and night. Hurry, JV.
Welcome everyone to the live stream. It is Monday, February 10th. So much bullishness in the market. It is not even funny. Shout out Warpaint, Passive Income AI, Don George. I'm going to start reading comments out loud. Made it back home and safe for my daughter's birthday. Congratulations to your daughter. Happy birthday if you're watching. That's fantastic. Sorry to hear about the snow. At least you got to escape and feel the Puerto Rico beach vibes, which is always nice. It was an honor hanging out with you, brother. Welcome back. Can't wait to see some pictures or videos. Awesome. Lots of photos have already been shared on X. I just got the photographer we hired just delivered me like 397 photos, and all the attendees, once I get a chance to go through them and erase the doubles or the bad shots I don't want included or uploaded, we'll share it with everyone, and we can all share each other's, personal photos or videos from the event as well. So we're looking forward to that. Shout out Crypto Surge. Hey family, heading back to the airport right now. So New York bound, you're leaving Puerto Rico. It was a pleasure hanging with you and Cindy. Had a blast, and always an honor, family. Thank you for attending the fiesta. Shout out Justin Bassett, what's good? Keep it moving. Liked and smashed. Thank you, VZ. Shout out Shortcoin and the rest of the fam. Safe travels, bro. Nice to meet you finally. Yeah, man. It's long overdue. It's an honor to meet you, brother. Wall Street Pepe just checked, sold out. Oh, the Wall Street Pepe. Craziness. Shout out Rock Mama. Good to have you here. What's poppin'? What's new? Big up CNA. Shout out DJ Wednesday. I didn't get to meet you, broski. I know you had a DJing gig that night, so it's all good. But next time, brother. Next time. Shout out Peter Frowayne. What up, brother? Good to have you on the live stream. And again, we're live on X Rumble and YouTube. I'm checking all the comments on the X feed right now. Thank you, Brian, Alan, David, Louise, and the rest of the fam. Appreciate it. Wow. Wowzers, Scoop. But yeah, very exciting times in the market. There's just so much bullishness today. It was hard to choose my 6 featured stories, or I should say 6 total stories. The feature story we consider the final story shared. We always save the best for last. But today it's just like a plethora of bullishness in the market, from Tesla announcing increasing their Bitcoin holdings, now holding over $1 billion of Bitcoin, to North Carolina, to Florida. It seems every day there's more states proposing a strategic Bitcoin reserve bill for their state. And then, of course, all the news with Michael Saylor smash buying another, $750 million worth of Bitcoin since the rebrand. It's insane. I genuinely believe we're in for a supply shock, only a matter of time. There's only so much biddy to go around. And quoting the great Satoshi Nakamoto, if you don't believe me or don't get it, I don't have time to try to convince you. Amen to that. And thank you, Shortcoin. I appreciate the comment. And just reposted you here. Again, all comments, quotes get reposted, and I'll also hit you up from my second account as well. Now there's a meme for the biddy. Right on. Good afternoon, UK, Rob C. I'm your man in Russia. BRICS is the future, as is the biddy. Shout out Lock Sky. Welcome back, brother. Haven't seen you in a minute. It's good to be here. Actually, yesterday I took the day off because we had the VIP excursion for the boating and snorkeling tour, so it feels good to be back. But anyways, fam-a-lam, without further ado, if you're new to the channel, very important to smash the likes. Go ahead, subscribe, then hit that bell icon, turn on all notifications. That way you get notified each and every day when I go live. And also, today is pod episode 1901, believe it or not. And yeah, let's kick it off with our market watch. I'm your host, JV, as you know. Today is February 10th. Tomorrow's my birthday. I will be streaming tomorrow, by the way, but it's going to be an early stream because I got to pick up my daughter from school, and it's also her birthday tomorrow, so it's a double celebration, which I'm looking forward to. So we will be doing an early stream, and then I'll be spending the birthday with my little one, but nonetheless, just make note of that, hence the importance of having notifications turned on. So when I go live, I don't go live the same day every day, even though I stream every day. But anyways, checking out the market, you can see Bitcoin's back in the green, up 1.2% on the day, trading just shy of 97.5. We have Ether up almost 2%, trading under 2,700. Modest gains, but overall, most of the alts pumping and in the green. And checking out CoinMarketCap.com. The current crypto market cap sitting at 3.19 trillion, and the Bitcoin market cap 1.931 trillion, that is 116 billion worth of volume for the past 24 hours, and the Bitcoin dominance is still above 60%. Today it's 60.6%. Ether dominance is all the way down to 10.1%. And checking out top 100 crypto gainers past 24 hours, we got Litecoin up 12.5%, Radium up almost 10%, and Maker up 9%. Which alts, if any, are you bullish on for this bull? Holla, let me know. And checking out the crypto bubbles, we get a visual perspective on a daily. Could to finally see everything virtually back in the green. Safe to say 95% of the market, because the past week or two, virtually everything has been wreck city. So it looks like we're recovering a little here. And zooming out on the monthly, unfortunately, still the majority of the alts wrecked. As you can see, safe to say 90% massive losses. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, today we're still in fear, 43. Yesterday, 46. Last week of 44. And last month of 69 in greed. And let me pull up the time chain calendar. I forgot to prep that one for you. Let's see how many sats we can stack for $1 today. 1,027 sats per dollar. We're currently on block number 883,211, and we have 166,789 blocks until the next halving of 2028. And if you don't know, now you know. And there you have it. And again, welcome everyone joining the live stream here. Bitcoin Bulls, shout out VZ, Rock Mama, awesome. Happy birthday to the both of you. What a gift to have the same birthday. Yes, the ultimate gift. I consider it the greatest gift from God. My daughter being born on the same day. It don't get no better than that. JB's birthday for the day. Exactly. Feels like I haven't watched for ages. I know, it's crazy. It's like I took the day off and it feels like I haven't streamed in 10 years. It's just weird. It's very weird. That is crazy show. And who are you people? I don't know what you're talking about there. What people we talking? Oh yeah, I watched the Kendrick halftime show. We got back in time for that, and I thought he did a good job. It was a good performance. I digged it. You know, I'm a fan of Kendrick. If it was Beyonce, I'm sure I wouldn't have watched it. So shout out Kendrick, holding it down. Welcome back, JV. You guys all look like you had a blast. I hope you liked your shirts. Hello to all my crypto fam. Absolutely. Thank you, Ashley Allman. And I greatly appreciate your support. I guess you've seen a lot of the photos we're posting over on X. For those that don't know, we just had the 100K Bitcoin Fiesta. It was amazing. We all had a blast. And I've been sharing a lot of photos on X. And again, all the attendees will get, just give me a few days. We'll gather all the content and we'll share it with everyone. So you guys have a ton of photos you guys can share and blast as well. And I'll be sure to try to tag you guys in anything I post if you're included in the photo. The first meme for the biddy, Bitcoin Bull, new meme on the best wallet. Pre-sale, says VZ. Mine was 2 days earlier. Well, happy birthday. We have a lot of Aquarians in the house, and even Max is an Aquarian. Michael Saylor is an Aquarian. JV is an Aquarian. All the greats are Aquarians. Even the Nippinator. We celebrate his birthday on the same day as my daughter and I because he's adopted, and we don't really know when he was born, so we just assume it's on the 11th. So happy birthday to the Nippinator as well. It was nice not seeing KC win it again. Yeah, I heard they've been winning the previous year, so congrats to the new champs. I think it's Philadelphia, if I'm not mistaken. Welcome back. Thank you, Harry Balls. I appreciate the warm welcome from Harry Balls. JB Kendrick is so good. He played Euphoria, my favorite song. I know, he played all his classics, like clips of all the classics, and they ended with, they not like us. I'm also an aquarium. An aquarium? Aquarian. Right on. Shout out Violetta. Good to have you here. So yeah, I'm going to check the X feed one more time. Any comments or quotes will get reposted. If you guys can repost the stream, it means a lot. It just brings more eyeballs to watch. Thank you, Violetta. Check out Streaming Now Live. Watch before. It's out. There you go. Thank you. And shout out East Afro King. I appreciate it. Monday Crypto News with JV and a fan. Come check it out. Shout out to the one and only Chandy 10 Music. JV is live with the best pod since our 100K party in Puerto Rico. Join JV and the CNA fam for the Biddy News, entertainment, music, and fellowship on live for the chat. Thank you, Chandy. You're amazing. As always, an honor to have you at the party, co-hosting it with me, and everyone loves your music. We had the DJ play our favorite Chandy jams, and we also mixed in some of our favorite tracks as well, and you guys will get to see that the more videos we post from the party. Bitcoin has no income tax. Glad I moved here, says Zach. Right on, brother. Just reposted you. Shout out all my Floridians holding it down, and appreciate all the comments, all the quotes. You guys are the bomb diggity. I'm gonna repost you guys from my secondary account, and then we'll dive into our live technical analysis. We'll check out the charts, and I'll hit you with all the breaking news and all the headlines and all the excitingness going on right now.
Vibing in the tropics, the air's so sweet. Swaying to the rhythm with the Bitcoin beat. JV's on the court, he's calling the plays. Me and Serge ballin', winning all day. Starlit sky, strawberry moon, dancing to the whispers of a bitty tune. Thirsty under a Puerto Rican hunger moon.
Libra scales tip to Aquarius charm. It's Bitcoin astrology, we're disarmed. Manifesting lasting connections on this golden shore, this legendary perfection. So good we're craving more.
Give me more.
Coconuts crack, the fire pits dragging. Flame lit, Spinderella spins, and the fam's feeling.
We feeling lit. Welcome, everyone. We got over 500 people already on the live stream. There's a try stream. We're live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. Happy 420 in advance. It's 417 here in Puerto Rico. And let's dive into our technical analysis, aka astrology for the broskies. shall we? Headline here reads, Bitcoin teases gains as traders say. In 1 second, family. Hello.
Hello. Okay.
Yes. Let them in. Let them in. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Bye. My fam just getting back. They went afternoon at the casino, and my mom and brother both won, so they're going to come back very happy, and I just let them in the gate. But anyways, here's the latest technical analysis, broskies. Bitcoin sought higher levels around the February 10th Wall Street Open as traders demanded 100 G's, 100K, and of course, we just had the 100K fiesta here in Puerto Rico on the 8th. So yeah, up 1.3% on the day. The weekly low is 94,750. Quoting analyst CJ here, finally got to fill in that 95 level, must be referring to the CME futures gap. I now want to see 96.3 defended if we pull back during New York. And why? 100,000 is the main pivotal level. Can't get too excited while we are below. And we also have SKU Analytics, who shared still stuck within the same current range, although notably the market has now swept liquidity both ways as liquidity and bid liquidity. Keep an eye on the price control during the early week trading and the weekly daily open. Meanwhile, Rec Capital shared Bitcoin is holding this potential pattern. The series of higher lows remains intact. Downside wicks below the higher low are permitted, but price needs to continue holding above 96.5 on the weekly to reclaim 97.9 for the intra pattern continuation. And they say Bitcoin's at the mercy of the sentiment fluctuations occurring to QCP Capital, quoting them here. Commodities were largely unchanged while the Asian equities dip. Bitcoin briefly dropped to 95 before rebounding. Bitcoin volatility now skews in favor to put until April for the puts, reflecting a lack of upside catalysts. And before I pull up the live charts, here are some of the big news stories that just came in right before I went live. Tesla announced owning over $1 billion in Bitcoin. That means they've been buying quietly. And so you already know. And as pointed out here, whales are buying Bitcoin like never seen before. Tighten your seatbelts. In 1 second, family. Yes. Cool. So when you get to the second gate, you talking? I can't open it for you. You have to hit security and they open it for you. So there's a button that says security guard and they'll open the second gate for you, okay? Do you understand? Must have forgot. Oh, am I sharing the wrong shit? Because I can't see my screen. I know what you guys see, but I'm looking on my screen and you're not seeing my screen. So let me fix this for you guys. It looks like I'm sharing the wrong. I'm not sharing my screen this entire time. My apologies. I'm sharing my notes. And I just noticed it because I have the black screen of death, so I couldn't tell until I just looked on my phone. 1 second, I should be able to fix that for you guys. My apologies. This should do the trick. Now you should be able to see X and my actually web browser instead of my private notes on my podcast. But now you guys, you know what I mean? Keep that secret. Whatever I just revealed to you guys, I have no clue. But let me know if you guys can now see my screen properly. And my apologies for the black screen. It's hard to tell what you guys can see because of my technical difficulties on the day. But I think it's sorted. So I'm going to assume we're good. And you can see Vivek here. Whales are buying Bitcoin like never seen before. Tighten your seatbelts. Other big news, Meta Planet to raise 4 billion yen to buy more Bitcoin. And also, Prince Philip of Serbia says nation states are secretly adopting strategic Bitcoin reserves. And also, we'll get to the Michael Saylor story actually in just a little bit. Don't mind the nip. He barks when people come over. So, but anyways, let me pull up some of the live charts for you guys. You should be able to see here in a second. Let's see. B. There. Let me know if you guys can see the live charts on the screen. You should be able to. This is the 1 hour. I'll do a little quick analysis live for you. We do have a red target on the screen sitting at 104.2. And if we zoom out from the 1 hour, we'll take a look at the 4 hour. And the 4 hour chart has a couple of targets as well. We do have a target at 130, and we also have a target at 104. So very bullish on the 4 hour chart, which we love to see. 130 in play. send it. And zooming out for the daily. The daily chart shows a rising wedge formation. Zooming out from the daily, we'll take a look at the weekly chart. Still have that cup and handle target, which has been there forever, sitting at 124,000. And zooming out from the weekly, we'll take a look at the monthly. And the monthly chart, obviously February has been bearish thus far, but we're still young. I mean, we got another 18 days left to go. Obviously, November, you see the mega Godzilla candle. That was the biggest one we've had since the inception of the Genesis block. But there you have it, crypto fam. Let me know where you feel the Bitcoin price will likely take us next before we dive into the latest from Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy continuing to accumulate mass biddy. JV said they announced 1 billion, so they must have bought under a billion since they already have some. Exactly. They've probably been secretly buying, and they finally announced it probably on our earnings report. That was the news I saw this morning. Bueno. Wait, Tesla's been buying? Yes. And who are the primary shareholders of Tesla? It's Elon, Vanguard, and BlackRock. Those are the three primary shareholders of Tesla. So BlackRock's trying to take over the world like a Pinky in the Brain. Y'all remember that from the Animaniacs? Hey, Dave, I'm at home watching the greatest show on the tube. Love you, brother. Right back at you, DNA Noonan. Good morning. Shout out Facts. There he is. Yeah, the guy in the robe is Thomas. Thomas was a whole nother level. It felt like Satoshi visiting our party. He's on a whole different level. All these people buying, how come not loads of money now? Because it seems there's always manipulation in the markets, but the bigger picture, all you need to know is the whales are accumulating at unheard of, unprecedented levels, and the price will follow. Also, another thing is the Bitcoin hash rate just hit a new all-time high. The price follows the hash, so it's only a matter of time before we break above the 109.3 current all-time high achieved on Inauguration Day, Jan 20th. We'll re-enter price discovery, and then I think we hit that 130 target on that 4-hour chart, but we got to get back above it, obviously. So we'll see. Expect extreme volatility. That's also very normal, especially after a halving, considering we had the halving last year and we're in a bull market. And you know we're in a bull market because when we dip, it's short-lived. It's like we dip $10,000 in a single day, and then we're right back where we started within 24 hours. That's a sign we're in a bull. And welcome everyone again joining us. There's 800 plus people on the stream. We're live on X, we're live on Rumble, and we're live on YouTube. Shit out Bluebirds Unlimited. Keep your biddies safe from the quakes. Are there earthquakes going on there, broskies? What part of the world? There was a tsunami warning the other day. It was actually during our party, which was kind of crazy. But yeah, crazy times, good vibes times. That's right, Violetta. Thank you. But anyways, let's continue with the news. We'll discuss the latest with MicroStrategy with their mass accumulation spree continuing. He's not slowing down. And you know, he proposed, I think it was $43 billion purchases over the course of the next 3 years. I think he'll under promise and over deliver, as he always does. Like when they announce like they're going to be converting their stocks and purchasing $500 million of Bitcoin, last minute it's always more. They end up buying $750 million. You know what I mean? He's the type of guy that under promises and over delivers. So I have no doubt in my mind that man will buy $43 billion more worth of Bitcoin, and we're seeing it. He just purchased another $750 million and just announced it. So let's break that down next here, family. So here's the latest. Michael Saylor's Strategy B, which is the new rebranding from MicroStrategy, purchased a fresh 7,633 Bitcoin for $742 million days after the firm rebranded. Strategy has already acquired 32,340 Bitcoin thus far this year in 2025. Here's the official announcement from Saylor. MicroStrategy has acquired 7,633 Bitcoin for $742 million at $97,255 per coin, and has achieved a Bitcoin yield of 4.1% year to date this year. As of February 9th, Strategy holds 478,740 Bitcoin acquired for $31.1 billion at an average price of $65,000, and he's already said he's going to be buying the top forever, Laura. So you already know. But yeah, let's get a little deeper into this. Strategy, yep, I just shared that. The fresh Bitcoin purchase came day after the company of the official rebranding. Since making its first Bitcoin purchase all the way back in August of 2020, they were the first publicly traded company to do so. Strategy has now accumulated a total of 478,000 BTC, which it has acquired at an average price of 65,000 per bitty. And according to the filing, Strategy's yield, which is a key performance indicator representing the percentage change of the ratio between its Bitcoin holdings and assumed diluted shares, amounted to 4% in the time period from Jan 1st to February 9th. And on Feb 5th, Strategy reported that its Bitcoin yield for 2024 amounted to 74%, which is significantly higher than expected this year. And after recording a 670 million net loss for the fourth quarter of 2024, the company lowered its Bitcoin yield target to just 15% for this year. Additionally, Strategy's Bitcoin's gain came from the period of January 1st to February 9th, was around 1.8 billion, nearly 18% from the 10 billion of the newly targeted gains in 2025. And here you can see in the chart, Strategy Bitcoin KPI targets reflects the incremental value generated through the Strategy treasury operations. Annual Bitcoin yield targeted revised to minimum of 15% for the new year, and the annual Bitcoin gain target is 10 billion for 2025. They're looking to gain another 10 billion in fiat value. And in 2024, Strategy said it achieved a gain of 140,538 BTC, which is around 13.1 billion. Now, with the latest purchase, Strategy has significantly increased its Bitcoin stash acquired thus far this year. As of February 9th, Strategy's year-to-date purchase amounted to 32,340 bitty, which is 7% of the total Bitcoin holdings of its, about 7% of its total Bitcoin holdings. Similarly to Strategy's previous Bitcoin purchases, the latest buy was made using proceeds from the issuance of sales of shares on the convertible notes sales agreements. And we all know his 21-21 plan, Strategy targeting to issue and sell shares of Class A common stock to raise up to $21 billion in equity and $21 billion in fixed income securities over the next 3 years in order to accumulate more of the bitty. Founded by Saylor in 1989, Strategy positions itself as the world's first and largest Bitcoin treasury company, and I believe his goal is to turn it into a Bitcoin bank. I've heard him announce that in one of his interviews. Its rebranding came amid the U.S. lawmaker pushing the adoption of the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve. According to Jan 3 CEO Samson Mow, MicroStrategy's new name aligns well with the company's Bitcoin corporate treasury strategy. There is nothing micro about what MicroStrategy is doing. So the rebrand to Strategy is very fitting, and I couldn't agree more. I think it's a good rebrand. What are your thoughts, family, regarding Michael Saylor continuing to buy all the Bitcoin available? And how many Bitcoin do you think he'll acquire before the end of this year, considering the pace he is at? Let me know. I'm going to read your comments out loud. We got over 1,000 live viewers on the stream. Shout out everyone joining us, supporting the stream. Greatly appreciate it. We're live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. I will be streaming over the course of the next couple of hours, and anyone who comments or quotes the stream on X will get reposted.
Hot dealers unite, Puerto Rican delight. This is our night, keeping it tight.
Puerto Rico nights under Satoshi skies. Just try to stop this good time.
It's the number 11, won't you come with me to the party, I mean.
No bad wolf's gonna try, but bitty wolves
you can't deny.
From Bitcoin live streams to juicy by the sea wet dreams.
Strawberry goosey,
sexy vacation.
sexcation.
It's an oceanfront kind of ecstasy. It's a 100K moist bitty dream.
Puerto Rico, Bitcoin doing.
This feels right, no ditty. It feels tight, so drippy. I wanna hear you cry out my name. I wanna make you feel the bang bang.
And again, welcome, y'all. We just covered the latest with Michael Saylor's latest purchase for Strategy B. Now let's dive into the next story of the day. Headline reads, El Salvador continues buying the bitty despite the IMF pressure. F the IMF. The government of the El Salvador has continued to buy the Bitcoin despite the deal reached by the IMF back in December. According to the National Bitcoin Office, in the last 7 days, Bukele's administration acquired 18 BTC, with its total reserve reaching 6 Bitcoin, which is nearly 584,000. It's total reserve. Stacked again, the organization posted on X reinforcing the commitment to keep adding Bitcoin to the country's stockpile. Now, my understanding is it's 6,000. So let me correct that. Obviously, they don't just have 6 Bitcoin. They make purchases of 11 or 12 Bitcoin at a time recently. So I think they mean 6,073 BTC. I don't know why people started using decimals as commas. I don't get that, but it's over 6,000. Nonetheless, many are worried about the future of these purchases as the Salvadoran Congress recently removed the Bitcoin legal tender status to comply with the requirements for receiving the 1.4 billion credit line from the IMF, which demanded scaling back its Bitcoin role in El Salvador's economy. And that's where the FUD comes in, and the IMF loves generating FUD. My understanding is Bukele took this loan so he can purchase more Bitcoin and further his Bitcoin adoption versus scaling it back. So the scaling back is FUD being reported from the IMF. They're not scaling back whatsoever from my understanding. So just FYI. And I believe Bukele is just going to continue to play 5D chess, purchase the Bitcoin, because that's the overall goal, is to make his country and his people as wealthy and free as possible. And I believe he's doing a fantastic job. I personally got to spend some time in Bitcoin country, and it was a blast. It was a great time. I got to experience firsthand what it's like actually paying for your food using the Bitcoin Lightning Network, zapping sats and all that fun stuff. And yeah, I think adoption will continue. Obviously, not everyone there has to accept Bitcoin. Some vendors do, some vendors don't. So you have the option. You can choose a vendor. For example, if you go out for pupusas and there's 100 pupusa restaurants, which there's plenty of them. Some of the vendors will say, we accept Bitcoin. You may see a sign, Bitcoin accepted. Other vendors, no, we don't accept it. But no one was ever forced to, and no one was ever forced to only use Bitcoin. As far as currencies are concerned, you have the US dollar and you have Bitcoin. Both are currencies in El Salvador. And then you have things such as Tether, stablecoin, USDT, which is considered a registered security. Then all the shitcoins are considered unregistered securities, and it's actually illegal to promote them in El Salvador. Hence, they're focused on Bitcoin, unlike the United States and other countries around the world, which fully embracing all types of crypto, meme coins, etc. I mean, here in the United States, our own POTUS launched his own meme coin. Who would have thunketh? And how many NFT collections is Trump up to? His own wife has her own, meme coin. So the shitcoinery is full on here in the United States. El Salvador is completely different. Their only focus is Bitcoin, right? Because they understand Bitcoin financially will benefit everyone and no one's going to get scammed or rug pulled and things of that nature. It's the most secure network. And I know I'm preaching to the choir, but El Salvador is a very special place. I have a lot of love and respect for Bukele and the El Salvadoran people and my boy Sergio, who I get these caps from at bitcoincaps.net. But if you don't know, now you know. And again, welcome everyone joining us. I'm going to check the comments and read these out loud. My favorite part was all of it. 4 hours flew by like 5 minutes to me. I sang, I danced. That's right. Fax was singing Johnny Cash. He actually has a pretty good voice. He's definitely, I'd say, you're the most fascinating. You and the guy in the robe, most fascinating people there. You guys are amazing. Litecoin is not a shitcoin, says George Smart. Well, you can define shitcoin how you want to define it. Everything that came after Bitcoin is considered a shitcoin. It just means it's not Bitcoin. Altcoin has an alternative name called shitcoin. So don't take offense when I say the word shitcoin. Embrace it. If you're a shitcoiner, embrace your shitcoinery. Okay? Don't take offense to it because that's what we call everything that's not Bitcoin. You understand? Some of you guys have your own definitions. You may say, well, every coin minus the ones I own are the shit coins, and the ones I own are not the shit coins. Well, I have a different definition. So to each their own. That's the beautiful thing. We live in a free country. So happy shitcoinery. That's great. Thanks for the info. I'll check into it. Shout out to Moonstone. I'd love to go to Kyushu, Southern Island. I have relatives to the 6th generation Sake brewers. They own a historic brewery. Nice. It's cheap to go to Japan. In fact, if you take a round trip flight, you can fly internationally to any other spot in Japan for free. And the tourism perks. Interesting. Good to note. I have Japan on the bucket list. That's where my daughter wants to go because all of her animations and her video games are all like produced in Japan. So she needs to experience it. JV, the Bukele camo arrived. Man, that's a damn good quality hat, bro. I was telling you guys, Jerry, I don't say it to, gaslight anyone. These hats are the best embroidery, the quality caps. They fit my head the best. I'm going to assume they'll fit you guys well. And they look great. And they're fantastic hats, and they're affordable. Some people sell these Bitcoin caps online. It's $40-50. Sergio has very reasonable prices, and just great quality. And that's why Max and Stacy only use Sergio. That's why Bukele uses Sergio. And we love Sergio's hats. And you can cop the same ones over at bitcoincaps.net. I'll be at the next party. 100% worth it. Thank you, Bring Facts. I appreciate you supporting us. And it was just a blast. It was an honor to finally meet you, man. You've been like my broski. I've known my whole life, but I've never met you, is what it feels like. 222,000 party on the way. 222, you've been calling it. Clifford says magnitude 7.6 earthquake affected countries: Colombia, Cayman Islands, Costa Rica, Honduras, Nicaragua, Cuba. Miles from Cayman Islands. Good to note. Wowzers. I love Johnny Cash. All these people buying. How come it's not loads of money right now? It takes time. It takes a little bit of time. But yeah. Sake. Oh, sake. Sake. Nice. I've had sake before. That's ultimately like Japanese wine, right? Good old Johnny Cash. I'll be at the party. So cute that your daughter likes Japanese anime. Yeah, and I started calling her name and then San at the end because of what you told me. It's like a form of endearment. And we were watching the new Dragon Ball series, and the characters all turn into children, and their names is like Gohan-san or Goku-san or Vegeta-san. So now I call my daughter her name San, and she likes it, of course, because we're Dragon Ball fans. And Fax had the coolest shoes ever. I posted a video clip of Fax showing off his bitty shoes that he created. They're epic, and the lights are next level. And he also had Gohan socks on, which is next level. And then he showed off his itty bitty titty. Like, that's not a play on words. He actually has a Bitcoin tattoo on his nipple. So we call it the itty bitty titty. You guys got to see that video. I did post it on X. You can find it. So yeah, we have over 1,223 viewers live right now. I'm going to check the X feed again. We're streaming live on X, Rumble, and YouTube, as I do each and every day. All comments or quotes of the stream will get reposted. And if you guys can do that, I can repost your comments and quotes, which will attract more people on the stream, and we'll have thousands of people on before the end. Come and listen to the crypto news, you bunch of degens. Thank you, Mr. Corvette. Appreciate it, brother. And everyone else joining us: Aaron Kinney, Mardik 3, Bluebird, Jeff Kinney, Senza, Resnick. We appreciate the love. But anyways, next story of the day, we broke down the latest with El Salvador. Next up, we're going to be discussing Bitcoin's role as a reserve asset gains traction in the United States as the state's adoption continues. And it's crazy. Every day, more states proposing a Bitcoin bill. So it's just a sign of the times. The growing number of the Bitcoin reserve protocols in the United States has fueled speculation about a potential global accumulation race. Max actually coined the global hash wars, and that's precisely what we're witnessing right now, as early adopters could benefit from the crypto's monetary incentives. And also, I wanted to shout out Robbie P. We did play one of my favorite songs, Bitcoin Slang, at the party, and I saw you reposted that, which was awesome. And of course, Max is quoted at the end of the song. So we had Max at the party through Robbie's music. So shout out Robbie P if you're watching, brother. So Kentucky became the 16th U.S. state to introduce legislation aimed at establishing a Bitcoin reserve that would allocate up to 10% excess state reserves into digital assets. Bitcoin is on track to becoming a mainstream reserve asset thanks to growing institutional and national level adoption. If the Kentucky bill is approved, it may trigger a global race. No, the global race has already started, family. They're accumulating. Countries are accumulating low-key, as the Prince of Serbia, as shared with you earlier. Let me find that tweet. A little proof of work for you here. Prince Philip of Serbia says nation states are secretly adopting strategic Bitcoin reserves. I couldn't agree more. And trust me, they will announce it eventually, but they rather continue to accumulate at these prices versus paying double, triple, quadruple of what you see. You know what I mean? Quoting them here, the tipping point will be when one state formally adopts Bitcoin in reserves. After that, it's game on, most likely. Once a few actually commit, the others will feel the pressure and follow. This is the game theory we've been preaching each and every day. We expect to see many portfolios reposition their diverse allocation strategy to include Bitcoin before the big players eat up all of the supply. Some of the world's largest asset management companies have already accumulated over 5.9% of the current Bitcoin supply through the Bitcoin ETFs, which hold a cumulative 113 billion worth of Bitcoin, according to Dune Analytics. BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF accounts for 48.7%, 55 billion of the cumulative holdings of all the US Bitcoin ETFs. Continued Bitcoin ETF inflows may push Bitcoin to a new all-time high. In 2024, US Bitcoin ETFs accounted for about 75% of new investment into Bitcoin when it recaptured the 50,000 mark on February 15th. I actually remember the day. It was actually on the 12th. Just FYI, I don't know why they say the 15th, but I remember it because my birthday is on February 11th, so I can't forget. And on the 11th, I just wanted Satoshi to bless me with a $50,000 Bitcoin price, and it happened the following morning. And I remember talking about it on the pod. That's when we hit 50,000, like deja vu, because it's virtually a year from today. A year and 2 days away from February 12th when we did that. But let's see what Satoshi has in store for JV's birthday this year. But anyways, despite increasingly more Bitcoin reserve bills being issued, regulatory challenges remain a hurdle, according to James Woe, the founder of DFG, quoting him here. The idea of the accumulation race is fascinating, but this bill is merely a proposal and has not yet been passed. While other states may follow suit, strict fiscal policies and concerns over Bitcoin's volatility can pose challenges for legislators and the public. However, if enough states successfully pass similar bills, it could lay the groundwork for a broader conversation about the federal Bitcoin reserve in the future. And as you can see, here's just a glimpse of some of the states proposing Bitcoin bills. And it's a lot more now. I heard it's now 28. And then I saw the news with another state, North Carolina. So it may be close to 30 by now. So you know what I mean? But Kentucky did become the 16th state in the U.S. to introduce legislation behind Arizona, Alabama, Florida, Massachusetts, Missouri, New Hampshire, North Dakota, South Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Texas, Utah, Kansas, and Wyoming. And if you don't know, now you know. Crypto Broskies. And back to the comments. And again, welcome y'all. Craw, the sell pressure was the highest it has been this last week. All the way from the last bear market, Bitcoin only dropped a few percentage points with the pressure. So it's bullish as what? In my opinion, brains are being shrunken here. The shrunken brain syndrome, eh? I saw the orange lit up shoes. Weren't they pretty epic? Those were like amazing. I got photos of it too. But yeah, I posted that video on my X. Tomorrow's your birthday, JV. That's right. And I will be streaming. And for those just joining us, it's going to be an early stream because I got to pick up my little one from school. And it's also her birthday. So we'll do an early stream. I'm thinking like 10 a.m. Eastern, which is 11 a.m. my time, just to get it all done early so I could, focus on the birthday later after the show. So I will be here, just FYI. So if you guys plan on attending, make note of it. I appreciate it. Yep. Love the shoes and the non-lit cigar as promised. That's right. Would Will Smith say? I just bite it for the look. I don't light it. But the people that did smoke the cigars, love them. I have a few left. I intended to bring the box of cigars up for show and tell along with Fax's t-shirts, but I forgot them downstairs. So tomorrow we'll do a show and tell. And also, I have not received the caps. We got custom caps for the attendees of the party, and shipping got delayed in Puerto Rico. It's not Sergio's fault. He shipped it properly using UPS, and it even said the hats would arrive by Friday, 9 p.m., and they just never arrived. It's just the shipping issues here in Puerto Rico. Things always take substantially longer to receive things, but whenever I get the hats, I'll show you guys. And those were basically gifts for everyone at the party. We gifted, once we get the hats, we gift them to everyone who attended. And then also the cigars were a gift. And of course, Chandy had the best gift. She had Chandy 10 branded USB drives with her music for you guys. And you guys got that if you attended, which was pretty nice of her to do. So shout out Chandy. She showed so much support. She flew down here to help with the party and, planning and things of that nature. So massive love to Chandy. And make sure you guys are subscribed to her channel. I did pin it in the commenting section on the stream. You should be able to see it. Chandy says, my favorite part, Moonstone, was meeting Fax, Serge, and Cindy, Thomas, Sarah, Jeff, George, Michael, and the other Michael. And of course, Kathleen, her daughter, and the rest. That would be Kiko. Yeah, I mean, there's so many amazing people that attended. And that's what's so cool about Bitcoiners. You guys are all incredible in your own ways. And it was just amazing connecting and building those, friendships. Well, I'm going to say it now. Happy birthday, brother. Thank you, DNA. I appreciate it. So repost the stream for my birthday if you can. That's all I ask this year. Just repost the stream. Again, if you already did it, then comment it and I'll repost it. If you guys can do that, let's blow up the stream. And I have a video of Bring Facts singing Johnny Cash. Oh, that's right. Chandy took a lot of videos. And he was awesome. I'll post it soon. He is one of the nicest, coolest guys I have ever met. And he gave us a bunch of gifts as well. The shirts, which were amazing. And also, he brought me a magical seed. And as you know, Fax is really gifted with growing his babies. And some of you know what I'm referring to. Some of you don't. If not, make sure you join our Discord and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And enter the Buds chat. I only play an asshole on the Webernet. Depends on your time preference. I don't know, Thomas. Does he have an online name? So Thomas was one of the most interesting, besides Fax. Thomas and Fax are two very extremely interesting fellas. But Thomas was the one wearing the robe. He was pretty much Satoshi that night. He was channeling for us. Bitcoin is not a one-cycle play. Correct. Hodl. Hodl, hodl, hodl. Bitcoin story is incredible. Best I've ever heard. And there is a guy named Spaghetti involved and a tractor. Y'all, I made him retell it 2 more times. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's awesome. I just got to where I see the party updates. Nice. Oh, X. What up, Dirty? I've been posting a lot of photos and video clips on X. Just not even 0.5% of what we got. But I'm going to be dripping photos every day on my X account and photos because we got so many. So patience. But you'll see what we have thus far shared. I'd come be your own personal grower. Whoa. We went to Japan and used the movie Lost in Translation as our blueprint. We stayed at the Park Hyatt, went to the jazz bar, sat at Bill's and drank some whiskey. Nice. Kyoto is visited. You must be referring to Japan, I assume. 14, Ashley Alman. Thomas was enjoying himself. He sure was. We were chanting, "Show us your bitty titty, and we'll all buy you some beer because of Fax Nibble Bitcoin." Oh, yeah. We show that in the video where we show off his shoes. You can see the itty bitty titty. He ain't exaggerating. He actually may be the first person to have a Bitcoin tattoo on his nibble. Happy birthday. Thank you, guys. Much appreciated. I'm going to check the X feed again before we get to our next story and just repost you guys for the comments. So let me see. We got a lot of comments here. I like Chinese food, says Daniel. Right on. I don't know what relevance that has, but nonetheless, brother, nothing wrong with Chinese food. Happy birthday tomorrow, JV. Thank you, bub. Just reposted you. Greatly appreciate that. Free Rouse. Yeah, man. You got a free Rouse. Come and listen. Yep. I'm going to repost you guys from my secondary account, and we'll continue with the news. We still got 2 more big stories to share with you.
Ding dong on my door. Watch how I answer. I want to soar.
Puerto Rico nights under Satoshi skies. Just try to stop this good time. No bad wolf's gonna try, but bitty wolves
You can't deny.
from Bitcoin live streams to juicy by the sea wet dreams.
Strawberry juicy.
This sexy vacation. It's an oceanfront kind of ecstasy. It's a 100K moist bitty dream.
Tell me more, boss man. My bitty king turns me on. Sexier than Bitcoin. We're rebels, we're dreamers.
And again, welcome everyone. We got over 1,500 on the live stream. Good to have y'all here with us. Another epic show, episode 1901. But let's get to the next story. Headline here reads, Bitcoin OG sees 700,000 bitty price and a 16,000 Ethereum in this Valhalla cycle. So let's break down this prediction, and then we'll get into our breaking news with Florida adopting Bitcoin. So yeah, Bitcoin is due to hit a giant 700,000 this cycle thanks to a massive liquidity injection. This is according to Bill Barhydt, founder and CEO of Abra. He says he expects the cyclical Valhalla to start in Q1. So this is the theory of the extended I guess theoretically we're still in quarter one, so I take that back. I was going to say maybe next year he's thinking extended cycle, but no, we're in quarter one, so he thinks it's going to happen now. Bitcoin at 350,000 is now the base case for Abra's Bill Barhide, the longtime crypto industry executive. In his latest round of price predictions, he confirmed not only Bitcoin hitting a cycle peak of 700,000. And what's your thoughts on that? I like that. I think that's right in alignment with Plan B's target between $250,000 and $1 million this year. That's in alignment with my target. You know, my bear scenario along with facts is 222. My base case is 420 and my bull scenario is 1.1. So that's right on the money. But equally lofty targets for Ether, Solana, and more. Well, a rising tide rises all ships. If Bitcoin achieves the bull scenario, I can only imagine, alts will come along for the ride. The reason he argues boils down to the new U.S. government admin under President Trump. My model is simple. This administration wants interest rates much lower, then they'll do whatever they have to achieve that. They also need to refinance over $7 trillion in debt. Tax cuts are coming. All of this equates to a massive liquidity injection, whether via QE or some other means. He also referred to a former liquidity boost called quantitative easing, which is QE, effectively increasing the money supply with crypto and risk assets as the two key beneficiaries. Cyclical Valhalla is coming, he shared, with a post giving Q1 as the likely deadline for such liquidity injections to begin. So that gives us until the end of March. The base case calls for ETH USD to hit 8,000, which is practically double the current all-time high, while Solana to reach 900. High end of the range is 2x these values, he shared. Bitcoin and the alts are no strangers to the high sky price predictions this year. While consolidation kicks in around the start of the Trump presidency, various major global firms have issued targets of 200,000 or more, with the numbers only increasing towards the next decade. However, we have BitMEX founder Arthur Hayes, who this week warned that the new administration is not a silver budget for the price growth. Quoting him here, Arthur Hayes just blazed. As the global community quickly realizes that politics in America didn't change that dramatically, just because Trump got elected, the price of cryptos will fall to levels seen in the fourth quarter of 2024. My call for a retest of 70,000 to 75,000 still stands. I disagree. I think the bottom is in, but you guys let me know your thoughts, and I'll read the comments out loud before we dive into our feature story of the day, discussing Florida bill proposes investing up to 10%, which is roughly $1.5 billion of their state funds into Bitcoin, and the latest of what's going on here. Again, welcome, y'all. I'm going to read the comments. Got a little one of my biddy locked up on a multi-sig wallet. We'll give it to her when she graduates high school in 2038. I made a dog friend at Farhad. Oh, I saw that. The Humpy dog that you posted in the Discord. Made a short for my YouTube channel just about him. Nice. Smash the like and repost it on X. Thank you, Diana. Greatly appreciate that. I'm going to check the X feed, and I appreciate all the birthday wishes in advance here. As you guys know, my birthday is tomorrow, and I will be streaming there. Of course, so thank you, Diana. Thank you, Warpaint, Shortcoin, and the rest of the fam. Very kind of you.
We're the Bitcoin tribe, living for the moment. I'm riding the rocket, living the Biddy vibe. Biddy chemistry, Biddy up, no Diddy, get it up. Getting wet with our Bitcoin, doing, we're going coin. Bam, Biddy fam.
All right, yo, you guys ready? Now for our feature story of the day. Breaking news, Florida bill proposes investing up to 10% of the state funds into the pretty little bitty. Going up. That's right. And as shared here, North Carolina, this just came in before I went live. House Speaker Destin Hall introduces legislation to create a strategic Bitcoin reserve. So it's like every single day there's more states announcing bills and proposals to adopt Bitcoin some way, somehow. But for now, let's dive deeper into what's going on in Florida. Florida State Senator Joe, I don't know if it's Gruters or Grutters, but whatever, I'm going to say Grutters, filed a bill on Friday that would allow the state chief financial officer to invest public funds into Bitcoin. The legislation, known as SB 550, seeks to incorporate the crypto into Florida's financial strategy as a hedge against inflation. Quoting the bill, the chief financial officer may include Bitcoin and other digital assets to serve as stores of value and provide a hedge against inflation, thereby protecting the purchasing power of the state funds. So by introducing Bitcoin into the state investment portfolio, supporters argue that Florida could better safeguard its financial reserves from the economic volatility. That's right, because they must obviously get it. Bitcoin's volatility should be embraced. Volatility equals life force. And Bitcoin's volatility is great because the overall trajectory is it's going up forever, Laura. Bitcoin's theoretically been in a 16-year bull run since the inception of the Genesis block. We do have cycles where there's dips and there's winters, but the overall trajectory is bullish. The bill outlines 3 ways the state can hold Bitcoin. They could do so directly through a secure custody solution, such as like Coinbase with a qualified custodian. I think it's Coinbase Prime that does the custody, or as an ETF approved by the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission. And additionally, it allows the CFO to loan Bitcoin holdings under certain conditions to generate additional returns, provided the loans do not expose the state to increase financial risks. SB 550 establishes clear guidelines for these investments, placing a cap on how much of the state funds can be allocated into Bitcoin. Here's what the bill specifies. The amount of public funds that the chief financial officer may invest in Bitcoin may not exceed 10% of the total funds in any account. So my understanding with the current funds available there, 10% would mean up to $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin for the state of Florida. If enacted, the legislation would allow Florida to accept taxes and fees in Bitcoin, which all states should be doing. It's stupid not to, with payments converted to US dollars and deposited into the General Revenue Fund, which the government uses for ongoing expenses. SB 550 amends multiple sections of the Florida law to align with this policy, including investment rules for public and pension funds. So there you have it. Crypto fam, what are your thoughts on Florida and the rest of the states? And I saw something earlier. There's now like 28 or 29 states somehow, some way trying to adopt Bitcoin, whether it's through a strategic reserve bill or for the treasury or for the pension funds or the sovereign wealth funds. So sign of the times, adoption is coming. And the $1 million question becomes, when will Trump be introduced to the strategic Bitcoin reserve bill and have the ability to sign it into action? My understanding, it first has to get approved by like the Senate and some other forces, and then it would be presented for him to put his John Hancock on. But long story short, do you think this year Trump will sign a strategic reserve bill for the United States of America? Do you think it happens this year in 2025? Or do you think it won't happen? And I personally am feeling that the states are going to be adopting it first before on a federal level. But I want to know your thoughts. I just think they move slower on a national level, and there's less politics involved at a state level. And the way things are moving with the game theory, the global hash wars leads me to believe this. But I want to know your thoughts, family. Welcome everyone to the Q&A segment of the live stream. I'm going to read your comments out loud. I'll be looking at my phone again. I have the black screen of death, so nothing is on my screen right now. So hence, I'll be looking at my phone. Okay, ask yourself this. Would you be devastated if you lost your current Bitcoin? If so, then learn multi-sig, learn running your own, use YubiKeys instead of 2-factor authenticator codes on your phone when using trading platforms. Good advice there, craw. You can't be too safe when it comes to protecting your Bitty, and run your own node. Actually, great advice. How many of you are currently running your own Bitcoin node where you can actually secure your own transactions and have privacy? Let me know. Shout out Sasquatch. Good to have you in here. And those just joining us, we have close to 1,800 people on the live stream. We should be live on X, Rumble, and YouTube still. And the content segment is over. So welcome to the Q&A portion of the stream. Happy early birthday, JV. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, Sandman. Artie Hayes can shut up. Exactly, Ron P. Job bless, brother. Welcome. No Peter sniffing boats are harmed in the market of this Puerto. Oh, let me read that again. No Peter sniff boats were harmed in the making of this Puerto Rico party. Precisely facts. No one got harmed. Trying to figure out mining. I know JC is getting into mining. Shout out to the Oracle. Shout out Dankness and the OG mods that are always lurking in the background. How was the party? It was awesome. I had a great time. It was such an honor meeting everyone finally. Thomas wore the bathrobe and the red silk scarf and never met a stranger. He was so life experienced, and he had way back in the day real Silk Road stories. There was a stuffed dragon. Well, there you go. Thomas is Satoshi. Maybe. Who knows? Nippinator could be Satoshi. But Yeah, so if you guys want to see photos taken from the party, just go to my X account and then click on media, and you'll see all the photos and videos I've posted thus far. Again, it's only a fraction of what we have. We had a photographer deliver me 397 photos. So every day I plan on posting a few more when I get a chance, and I'll be sharing the photos with those who attended, and you guys could tag me and we'll, blast them out. We'll show people what they missed. Made us these incredible t-shirts. Yes, thank you, Fax, for those shirts. They're amazing. I would say your name, but not sure if you'd want it said. Yeah, we'll stick to using our incognito names. Us Bitcoiners. Cindy brought us very cool. Oh, yeah. So shout out Serge and his wife gave me and Chandy gifts, coffee makers, which was very kind. I know my mom was using it this morning, bright and early. All good. All right. So Fax was willing to reveal the name, but I'll never say it publicly. But you guys can see it in the chat. We use our aliases for life. Life. Hey, JV, looking strong, looking good. Thank you, Mr. Bone Daddy. Thomas had a long white beard, too. If anyone has seen Duck Dynasty, he looked like he acted like Uncle Si, only cooler and without the redneck accent. Exactly. Now, I was intending to play videos, but with the black screen of death, videos don't play. So I have to figure out why Streamlabs is giving me this crazy black screen of death too often. I don't mind once every 20 streams, but it seems now it's like every other stream, and it limits what I can do to entertain you guys. So we'll play some music. I planned on playing the music video for Bada Boom Bada Bitcoin, but we'll play the Jammy Jam. I got the updated version. Don't worry, Chandy. I updated it on the Roadcast. This is the new Jammy Jam from Chandy. Let me know what you guys think. We'll vibe out to it. Keep the comments flowing, and when the song is done, I'll read the comments and we'll interact.
Bada boom, bada bang, bada boom, bada Bitcoin, bada boom, breaking banks, bada boom, we go.
Laser eyes locked, the biddy is Fiat's eclipse. Bada boom, bada bang. We're lunar high on a rocket ship. No keys, no crown, bada boom, bada Bitcoin. Wow. It's a beautiful day in the Bitcoin hood. Paper hands panic, hot old gangsters fist. The biddy keeps rising as a superstar should. Loyal to the biddy, we already knew it would. They print and pretend, but we code and defend. Cold storage lock, never trust, never bend. Fiat's the Titanic, watch the central banks capsize. Ledger don't lie, every block crystallized.
Uncorruptible, unchangeable, unbreakable.
Block by block, this train can't be tamed. It's decentralized power, lit with a dragon's flame. Prophecy of Satoshi, BTC can't be contained. No more playing Monopoly, decentralized, we reign, we reign. Bada boom, bada bang, bada boom, bada Bitcoin. Bada boom, breaking banks, bada boom, we go.
Going, going, going.
Laser eyes locked, the biddy is Fiat's eclipse. Bada boom, bada bang, no keys, no crown, we're lunar high on a rocket ship. Bada boom, bada Bitcoin, wow. Huddle tight, hold 'em tight, never gonna sell 21 forever, it's a blackjack fairy tale. No inflation, no debasing, lizard folk gonna yell, raising hell cause bada boom, I bought a Bitcoin. Huddle tight, hold 'em tight, never gonna sell 21 forever, it's a blackjack fairy tale. No inflation, no debates, and Lizzie folk gonna yell, raising hell. Cause bada boom, I bought a Bitcoin.
Fairy tales.
Bada boom, bada Bitcoin. Let me know what you think of the track. There's an epic next level video that goes alongside it. I just can't play it because the black screen of death, but it is posted, I believe, on Chandy's YouTube channel as well as on her X. So make sure you're subscribed to her channel. You're going to notice the link pinned in the commenting section of the stream. And make sure you're following her on X because this is where she exclusively posts her content. Besides here sharing it in the stream, of course. Did you get a tsunami warning? Yeah, some people freaked out. I'm not going to lie. We had some guests at the party and the tsunami warning came and they're like, I think we gotta go. And it's like, I understand, like, it's not common to get tsunami warnings and you got to sometimes treat them very seriously. But I thank God, obviously, there was no impact here in Puerto Rico. I think it was like south of Honduras or something like that. But yeah, it's scary. Any tsunami warning, it could be very scary. JV, that's a small spliff. I know. Why is it so small? I'll pull out a new spliff. Don't worry. Great pics from the party. Thank you. And you guys ain't seen nothing yet. Like I said, I just got like 300 plus photos delivered to me from the photographer. And I've only posted maybe a dozen, if even that. And then we all have our own photos from our phones, which I posted quite a few already. And then, of course, Chandy was taking videos. And so all the guests, I'm sure, were taking photos and videos. So we plan on creating like a drive and just sharing each other's content. And then everyone who attended has access to all the footage, so you guys, can post it or all that good stuff, whatever you guys want to do. I bought a BitX too. I need to get it set up. Right on. So I didn't feel any earthquake or feel any effect. The ocean seemed okay, but I guess if there was a tsunami, the water would rise and take us over. That wouldn't be good. How much one Bitcoin 2025? That's a legit question, fam. I mean, first and foremost, I don't have a crystal ball in front of me, so anything I say is obviously speculation. We're just talking predictions, but I like to be clear because sometimes people hear an influencer say something and then they take it as that is fact. The future is yet to be determined, so we got to be clear on that, right? My personal prediction is bear scenario for the year, this year, cycle peak 2025, 222. And I know I got that facts. Bring Facts has been calling for 222 for the longest time. I agree. And I think base case, meaning the most likely scenario, is going to be higher, maybe 420. Am I base for the broskies? Absolutely. But that's my prerogative. And then we have the bull scenario at 1.1 million. That's if all things go according to plan. Trump signs a Bitcoin strategic reserve executive order. United States starts stockpiling Bitcoin, and all the promises he gave us come to fruition, and it creates some sort of super cycle and or extended cycle. I can see $1 million plus. So I say 1.1 million. Why precisely 1.1 million, JV? Because 11 is my favorite number, and I just stick the decimal in between the ones, keeping it 100. And Max Kaiser's bull scenario is 2.2 million, which is 1.1 million plus 1.1 million, which is an 1111. And is it possible? Absolutely. People have been underestimating Bitcoin and its power since the inception. Every single person back when it was worth nothing said it would never go to $1. We hit $1. Those same people probably said, well, you're lucky, sell it now because it's never going to $10. It goes to $10. Those same people probably said, it'll never go to $100. Get rid of it now and consider your blessings. And then it goes to $1,000 and it keeps going. People doubt it at 1,000, it goes to 10,000. People doubt it at 10,000, it goes to 100,000. And here's where we are today, $100,000 per coin. So to doubt where it can go, considering where it came from, nothing, it may be advantageous to buy some of the biddy just in case this thing takes off. Paraphrasing the great Satoshi Nakamoto. But so you already know, anything's possible with Bitcoin. One thing is for certain, though. I can only promise you one thing. Your purchasing power in Bitcoin is mathematically guaranteed to increase. Your purchasing power against fiat. And I can say the opposite for fiat. Your purchasing power in fiat is mathematically guaranteed to decrease your purchasing power, meaning due to inflation and pretty money printer go, you're guaranteed to spend more and more fiat to buy things. For example, house is a great example. What was once 30 Bitcoin for a house, or previous cycles 300 Bitcoins for a house, you can now buy for 3 Bitcoins because it's 100,000 per Bitcoin. Let that sink in. Like, it's going to continue. We see the trajectory. We know the price of Bitcoin is accelerating, and it has achieved the escape velocity. And that's why the whales, Tesla, BlackRock, Strategy, and the rest of them are stacking sats like there is no tomorrow. They know the supply will run dry. And when that happens, Pretty Little Bitty hits those crazy targets. And there you go. Is the Nippinator with you? No, Nippinator's not feeling well. I'm going to have to take him to the doctor tomorrow, the vet. He's been having, since I got back from El Salvador, he was with the dog sitter, he's been having like stomach issues. I think he needs some sort of dewormer or parasite thing because he has diarrhea and it's getting scary because it's not going away. So, and it's not just regular, it's like black and red, which it's probably blood. So I think there's something wrong. So tomorrow I plan on taking him first thing in the morning. I was hoping it'd go away, but it hasn't. So he's probably downstairs or outside getting walked because he's not feeling well. So, but we now have 2020 viewers on the live stream. That's cool, Omen, 2020. And we are still live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. So please put the nip in your prayers, and let's pray that little pup feels better soon. To quote another post, 3 rules of Bitcoin. Number 1, you buy Bitcoin. 2, you shut the F up. And 3, get wealthy. That's actually now one of my favorite quotes. Thank you, Robert. I'm going to quote that on something. 3 rules of Bitcoin. You buy, you shut the F up, and get wealthy. You're speaking my language, brother. Yes, the water was beautiful and clear. Yeah, the water is amazing out here. You were the Michael that gave the 2 Michaels. Oh, we got a Michael here. Shout out Michael Ash. Yeah, we had 2 Michaels at the party. Michael Ash, and I don't remember the other Michael's last name, but double Michael'd up. Saga, let's just say JV swallowed the salt water. Yeah, so here's what happened. We did, let me explain. Here's the inside scoop. I got very sick yesterday, like more sick than I've been in a long time. And so party night, which was on the 8th, I drank for 4 hours. I was just drinking mojitos. I didn't drink water or anything else. I just had mojito after mojito, mojito after mojito. And I was feeling very good. I was pretty lit, which is me in rare form because I usually don't drink, but it was a party. I wanted to celebrate and do something different. So long story short, my body consumed a lot of liquor. And then the following day, I didn't take my vitamins and I was just off my regular schedule because we had to rush, get to the boat, all this kind of stuff. And then when we got to the boat, we did a snorkeling tour and it was beautiful, amazing. And I had a great time snorkeling, but I swallowed salt water and I know that didn't help. And then we got back on the boat and I just felt the boat rocking for hours. And then I got so nauseous. I had a migraine and I was so nauseous and I threw up like 10 or 12 times. And it was pretty dreadful, and keep it 100. But I learned my lesson. You don't drink the night before going on a boat and snorkeling tour. It's my own fault. Nobody else got sick on the boat that I saw. It was just me. But there you have it. It sucked. It felt like I was going to die. But Chandy was holding it down. She was doing her acupressure magic. Like she knew all the pressure points to help relieve my migraine and help my nausea. And it did help. Absolutely. And I survived. I made it to live another day. And here I am today, the next day. And I feel like $1 million. I got a lot of sleep last night. I feel rested, revived, and I'm ready for the next party. 1 million in play. But there's my story of getting sick on the snorkeling tour. And I'm going to get back to the comments. The snorkeling tour was a nice swim, but a little more colorful in other places, says Michael. Told AOC to do something to herself. Let's just say JV swallowed salt water, drank the night before, motion sickness, migraine. JV laid out most of the excursion. I was going nerve. Yes, exactly what I just described. Precisely. Michael, you were the Michael that gave the, that'd be awesome. I'm sure your dream will, yeah, let's just say big Michael and small Michael, because one Michael was like a giant and the other one was like more so my height. Michael Ash is the smaller, Michael, my height. It's easier to remember. To quote another post, yep, I like that quote. Chicago area guys. Yep, so that was me, Chandy. Okay, now that I know which you are again, one of the nicest men I have ever met is Michael Ash. This guy brought us clean tissues when JV was sick, always trying to take care of us, and was a blessing to the chat. Love you, Michael Ash. Yeah, you're awesome, brother. I had a great time finally connecting with you, and I'm glad you came. I know he told me when he arrived at the party, I've never attended anything like this, especially from like a YouTube, but he's just like, I feel so connected. And I'm like, dude, honor to connect. Everyone here, I mean, everyone there was from different part of the world. A handful of people were locally from Puerto Rico, but most people flew in. Yeah, I mean, so it was pretty awesome. And we appreciate you guys coming to celebrate with us. We had a fantastic time and looking forward to connecting more, of course, in the future. JB, you're skipping the chat contents about the party. I mentioned you being, yep, I got to it, I think, now. The 3 rules of Bitcoin from a guy called British Hodl. Shout out British Hodl. He's awesome. JB, how was your weekend? It was amazing. We had the 100K Bitcoin Fiesta, the long anticipated. Had a great time at the party. Had a great day on the excursion for the snorkeling tour up until I got seasick. Swallowed a little too much salt water, and it was pretty rough from there, but I survived. Sorry, JB. No need to be sorry. Oops, I answered my questions. Glad you're doing better. Thank you, Overkill. Yeah, I feel great today. I needed rest, and I just needed non-motion. So as soon as I got off the boat, it's been recovery since then. But sitting on a boat all day after getting sick it's rough. I mean, it's not easy. Yeah, that's where I heard the quote. Well, shout out British Hodl, doing big things. We just hit a blackjack. 2,100 viewers. Precisely. There's literally 2,100 people watching the stream right now. And if you don't know, that's a blackjack. We won. Checkmate. Suckers. And yeah, that's pretty awesome. But welcome everyone joining us. This is the Q&A segment of the stream. I would be playing some videos, but I got the black screen of death and I just got to roll with it. So we'll just continue to chat it up. Feel free to ask me anything or share comments and I'll read them out loud. I'm going to check the X feed again. Anyone who comments or quotes the post will get reposted. Chandy put JV live with the best day of the Bitcoin news entertainment, sharing stories about the 100K party held in Puerto Rico. That's right. You hear it here first. And if I'm missing anything, Chandy, let me know. Because so much happened. And it seems like Fax said, like it was a 4-hour party, but it feels like it happened in a snap of a finger. Like it went by so fast. USA Bitcoin sooner. Right on, Daniel. Patrick Hall, I did just follow you back. Jason says, unfortunately, hash is more of a sign of money laundering considering mining is not profitable. I don't follow the logic in that one there, Jay. But that was in response to my post of Bitcoin price follows the hash as the new record global Bitcoin mining hash rate has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 commas in it. And I wouldn't even pretend to understand how to pronounce that number, but it's astronomical. The heart skull, what do you write here? It is profitable sometimes, and the grid needs balancing, referring to the hash rate here on one of my posts. Right on. Yeah, and I did get a post photo with me and Chandy, of course. You can find that one on X. I wrote the one and only Chandy 10 music. I don't know what you can see. Again, I'm looking at my screen that's black and assuming you can see my phone. But again, you can find all that on X. So, and thank you guys for all the lovely comments. Much appreciated. Back to the comments. For Nip, speedy recovery, thank you. It's weird. JV and Nip, sick at the same time. I went to the BitAxe website. Nice. Thank you, George from California, for giving JV the drama. Yeah, so whatever the thing he gave me for the motion sickness. Shout out George. He was pretty awesome. I think he said his name was Ralph. I'm not sure who you're referring to there. I just got out of jail and shared a video of Chandy on her ex. So which, an ex jail? Jeez Louise, they're still locking folks up, eh? Elon, do something about that. Fax was rocking an Elon shirt, NFT shirt at the party. Fix that. Stat.
Oh, bring me up, bitty glow. Prize discovery, yeah, let it show. Bang, 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 like a B-52, we built a bitty.
Stacked revolutionary love shack, boo. I'm stacking sats like it's Max and Stacy. Stacking sats cause tax is crazy. I'm stacking sats cause the IMF hates me. Stacking sats cause the haters don't faze me. No Diddy, no Jay-Z. Stacking the bitty like it's Nipsey and JV. Stacking the bitty like it's paper and Chandy. Stacking BTC like caffeine in my canteen. Life is a game of chess that makes biddies the damn queen. Stacking BTC till they cancel me and I can't stream. Like Biggie, it was all a dream. Now the biddy has set me free.
Going, 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 let's biddy up, babe. Bang, bang on the door, baby, never let it fade. holding, never folding.
I've always been a rapper, honky cracker, but now I'm a
Happy 420 New York time.
pastor, Bitcoin stacker. Now I'm a master of the Bitcoin standard. Hit 'em up faster than the Bitcoin panda. You can't touch me with your shitcoin flow. Like, do you even Bitcoin, bruh? Let me know. Welcome to the Bitcoin show. Now listen up closely, low-key, stacking BTC like Satoshis. In El Salvador with my Bitcoin broskies, raising up the biddy like Gohan, living in a hodl house.
We're not the pawn. Interesting, just in breaking news, Elon Musk-led group offers $97.4 billion to buy the nonprofit controlling OpenAI, according to the Wall Street Journal. Jeez Louise. I guess he don't want no competition for his AI. That'd be pretty major acquisition if that comes to fruition. The Gulf of America, the Trumpster. Yeah, I'm going to get back to the comments. I'm switching from X to see what's trending and going back to our YouTube comments. Elon Musk confirms AI agent Bitcoin bomb. Yeah, and as I announced earlier, Tesla announced they now have over $1 billion of Bitcoin, which means they've been secretly buying, which is a good sign as well. What is the video of? My laptop went dead. I'm not sure. You are the DJ scratching. Me, your number. I'm visiting your casino, and then I'll meet Ashley Alman. You guys are just 5 hours away. Wait, who's only 5 hours away? You're saying Ashley lives in Puerto Rico, or you mean 5-hour flight? People think Bitcoin in fiat terms, realize that legit Bitcoin loans will come sooner than you think, and you will never have to sell your Bitcoin. 100% Bitcoin banking is coming to a bank near you. Probably even JP Morgan will embrace it while Jamie Dimon continues to FUD Bitcoin. They'll be profiting billions off of it, as he always does. Oh, on X, word. Let's go. Nippinator's back. Let's see how he is. Nip. You just look sick. He's like not moving like his normal self. You should be able to see him here. I can't tell because I don't know what you guys see right now, but I know how to switch the camera, and this is the B-roll camera. So maybe you can see Nip in the frame. Hopefully. The one and only Nippinator. Get better. We're going to go to the doctor tomorrow. Nippinator. So yeah, tomorrow's a tri-birthday celebration. We got Nipsey's birthday. Granted, he's going to be at the doggy doctor. My birthday and my daughter's birthday. Whoa. The trifecta. But anyways.
We're not the pawns.
Going, let's biddy up, babe. Bang, bang on the door, baby, never let it fade. Huddle house strong, yeah, we built it this way. No one to hold 'em, yeah, we're holding, never folding.
Bitcoin's dripping like a new Scottie Pippen 80 G's. We're royalty, biddy kings and queens, manifesting the kingdom that's finally come. Playing chess moves, checkmate, we won.
We're raising the roof in El Salvador. Freedom flows, IMF can't hold us no more.
Stacking BTC like Tate versus the BBC. Stacking the biddy like BTC OGs. Stacking BTC on Lightning with no fees. Stacking BTC like Snoop Dogg rolls weed. Stacking BTC like Scarface with a nosebleed. Stacking BTC like Shinobi, nobody knows me. Stacking BTC like everyone owes me. Stacking BTC like Max and John McAfee. Stacking BTC, accumulating sats so rapidly, so happily. Stacking BTC so casually, no casualties of galaxies around Earth fallacies. Stacking BTC on a flat Earth with no gravity. Stacking BTC cause Bitcoin is your majesty.
Going, let's biddy up, babe. Bang, bang on the door, baby, never let it fade. Huddle house strong, yeah, we built it this way. No one to hold 'em, yeah, we're holding, never folding.
Bitcoin glow, stack it up, let it show. Price discovery, patience, game on, let's go. Biddy up, Roger out. We're changing the world, there's no doubt.
Sammy G figured out I went the wrong route, so I got with JV and the Biddy fam and went all out. Facts. Appreciate the get well wishes for the Nippinator. The chairman of the SEC, the one and only.
Stack it up, let it show.
All right, shout out Facts. Appreciate the repost, broski. Back from the 100K party and back on the grind. Cheers, brother.
Ice discovery, patience, game on, let's go. 3D up, Roger out. We're changing the world, there's no doubt.
Changing the world. Bitcoin taking over the world. I did a post earlier today. I said Bitcoin's taking over the world like Pinky and the Brain in their prime. Do any of you remember Pinky and the Brain? It was like an Animaniacs cartoon, and every episode, what are we going to do today, Brain? What we do every day, Pinky. We're going to take over the world. So, classic. But I think I'm going to end the stream a bit early today just so I can take care of some other things, including Nippinator. But I appreciate y'all tuning in. We got over 2,200 people on the live, so thank you guys for the support. Reminder, tomorrow I will be live, but it will be an early stream. I'm planning on streaming more like 10 a.m. Eastern, which is 11 a.m. my time, because I got to pick up my daughter from school, and I'm going to be busy running around, take Nip to the vet and stuff like that. So it'll be an early stream. Just make note of it, and I look forward to seeing you on February 11th for the big birthday celebration of the Nipster and the new chairman of the SEC. He deserves a spectacular party. But I appreciate y'all. Stay tuned and make sure you're following us on X, Facts, Chandy, Michael Ash, and the rest of the fam who attended the party, because that's where you're going to find the exclusive photos and videos from guests who actually attended. And hopefully you guys can make the next one. I'm not planning a 200,000 party. 1 million, absolutely, I'll throw some form of party, but we'll see in between how things go, how fast we escalate. You know what I mean? Who knows? We may be at $1 million before the end of the year. You just never know with Bitcoin, and that's what keeps us on our toes. Long live Satoshi. I'll see you guys soon on tomorrow's stream. Thank you guys again for all the support. Adios. I am out of this piece.